Okay, we're out in the garage tonight and I had some parts laying around, and I thought I'd do a video on the Infinity Touch non-Wi-Fi. I did take this off a unit due to a system upgrade, and no, I'll take that back. I took this off because I was having some software issues, but at least I held on to it just for you know, just in case I had to use it for emergency. So I carry it around in my truck just in case, until I can get the, you know, I don't carry a, you know, $500 stat on my truck all the time, but I do carry this one just in case I run into problems with another piece of equipment that we installed. This video I kind of wanted to run through basic operation of this thermostat. Also, I wanted to get into some of the installer menus or the service menus that there's not too much information out there on YouTube about it. I mean, there's some stuff, but not service-wise. Right now, as you see, a system fault, communication fault. That is because it's not hooked up to a control board. I don't have a control board laying around, so I just power the stat up, and that'll work for right now. I'll give you the basic idea. Usually the home screen is without the communication fault here. Let's see if we can. So right now, you know, I'm sitting out in the garage, 73 degrees in the garage. Now if we hit there, I can get into my basic home screen. So we got the mode it's in, cooling, time. I didn't run through and set it, so I've had it up and running for like 2 hours. Just got back to it now. We also have features. We got touch and go. You know, basic up and down. We got back and menu. Back sends you back to home screen. In that case, if you're at home, other screen here. Let's start out features. We got continuous fan, we got humidity. So I'll hit that, and then we got in our mode, we got heat, auto, fan only, and cool, and off. But now if we get into, let's go to menu. There's a lot of stuff in this menu that I don't use, that I don't really concern myself with because I'm a service guy. Like energy tracking, and I don't really concern myself with that. Display, time and date, you know, I'll set the time and date up. Reminders, I think that's for the filter and humidifier pad, yes. UV lights, ventilator. We got service. If you hit service once, it goes into a basic service screen. It'll give you model and serial numbers, software update, service reminder setup, and service information. Upload photo, I usually leave that up to the customer. You can hit upload photo, insert the USB into the bottom of the control, and it'll come up as you can upload the photo. Pick which file you want to upload. Heat source. System and control, gas heat only, heat pump only. This was on a heat pump system. so you can pick what you want to operate with. Screen lock, but let's go back up here. Okay, your home away sleep comfort profiles. Let's start out at the top, temperature fan profiles. And when you're on the touch and go, when you're at that home screen and your touch and go, you can hit your touch and go on the left side of the control, and you can set up your profiles for your touch and go. So let's get back here. If you notice 76, 72, 76, 72, so if we hit back, just get out of this. So we're in touch and go, and I can hit, see it was in manual, so it was manually up and down. So if I hit home, it's going to go to 76 cool, and then if I'm in heat mode, it'll be 72. And also, if you hit it again, you can pick your profile. So we'll just leave it at home right now. Go back into the menu. That was temperature and fan profiles, humidity and fresh air profiles. You can pick vacation, you can pick away, or you can pick into, you know, your touch and go profile. Humidifier on, when home. So, you know, running through the stat, it's pretty easy to navigate. It's not too bad. You just got to go through them one by one. When home, humidifier on. Humidify to, I don't know, we'll pick 35% and we'll hit save. Then cooling humidity 52%. Also, it has overcool up to 3 degrees on dehumidification. If the thermostat is above 75 degrees, it will overcool to 72. If it's below 75 degrees, it will not overcool. I'm pretty sure that's how it was on the old Infinity stat. Can't remember if it's like that on the stat or not. Window protection setup, that's for humidification. Window protection it's like auto humidify. Usually when we set these systems up, we're doing a whole system where the temperature probe is in the outside air conditioner, and the humidity will be regulated off outside temperature. So if you have window protection on, it's going to automatically humidify to 45% depending on the outside temperature, no matter what you have the manual set up to do. And you can pick yes or no. And that's it for that menu. That was comfort profiles. Then we get into schedules. Then the best thing to do is, you know, for the customer to do a guided schedule. If you're there and the customer doesn't want to deal with it, you can view and edit and so on. You can do whatever you want. It's like setting up another, you know, you're setting up your touch and go. So let's get into one, and you can change it. We'll just hit home, and you can copy these. Vacation setup, you can plan a vacation, set a vacation date, Saturday, blah blah blah, and then you hit next. Humidity and fresh air, you can get into that. which we won't deal with right now. A lot of people don't do this. They do and they don't. It depends on the customer. And then when are we coming back? Okay, so that's what it comes out to. We're going to hit cancel because I don't want to get into it right now. Back. I showed you reminders already. It's just humidifier and filter. If you have UV lights and a ventilator, you can also program that in there too. Operating status, you can look into operating status. This was actually hooked up to a heat pump, so it's not communicating right now, and I don't know why this is like this. I think it's got some kind of fault in the equipment itself, or the control. And you know, it'll just tell you operating status, and if you had a humidifier hooked up, yeah, there it is. Humidifiers off, fans off, heat pumps off. Should have a furnace there too, but it's not there. Accessory status, filter, humidifier, temperature control status. So the temperature control status is here at the control itself. Okay, display. Set your temperature, set your backlight levels, and your sound for your beep, when you touch the screen. Touchscreen calibration. It'll run you through the touchscreen calibration. Energy tracking. You can enter your energy pricing. You can view your usage. Let's see if there's anything in there. No, there's nothing in there right now. Energy pricing. You can put in natural gas. Select fuel type, natural gas. We'll get out of that. I don't use that too much. Time, date. Manually adjust time and date. Then you got daylight savings time option in there too. Kind of went over that. This is heat source, system and controller. You can pick heat pump or gas heat only. And screen lock. Service menu. When you hit the service menu, it'll give you service information. Right now, that would be your service contact information. Then your reminders every 12 months. It should be 6. Software update. This stat was originally a version 7. I've updated this to a version 12. One thing with the Infinity Touch or the Infinity Wi-Fi, well, with Infinity Touch, with the software update, the newer PC equipment, like the VNAs, the 24 and the 25 VNAs will only work on software version 11 and up. So carriers on a software version 12, I think 13 has came out, but I haven't got the information on it yet. So if you're using an Infinity Touch, say you have an older Infinity system, say it was installed 3 years ago, and they didn't install the air, but now they installed a VNA, 25 or 24 VNA carrier straight air heat pump. Those units will not work on anything less than version 11 software. Keep that in mind. Model and serial numbers, let's see. It will give you an option of zone board, wall control, furnace, heat pump. Let's see. So here's a serial number of the control, the model of the control, and the software version it's running 12. Furnace, we won't have anything in there right now, but if it was hooked up to communicate, it would pick up the model plug to see what it was. And heat pump, same thing. It would pick up the model number off of a model plug on the control board itself. Now keep in mind, when you change a control board, in either the furnace or the heat pump or AC outside that has a model plug, if you change the board out, it will come up as, it won't come up as the right model number. So it's nothing to worry about. It'll still work. Okay. Alright, we'll stop this one right here and we'll continue. We should have a whole nother video on just this button alone. Let's stop it right now and I will continue on the next one. Like and subscribe. Thank you.